Well, a push to deal with the mental health crisis and crime here in New York City is drawing backlash and raising some questions about whether it's even legal.
The mayor is directing first responders to take people from subways and streets to hospitals if they show symptoms of mental illness. NBC News investigative correspondent Tom Winter has more.
I want to talk to you about a crisis we see all around us. People with severe and untreated mental illness who live out in the open, on the streets, in our subways.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams says it's time to take action.
No more walking by or looking away. Going forward, we will focus on action, care, and compassion.
His goal is to help those suffering severe mental illness on the sidewalks and subways by removing them to hospitals, whether they want to go or not. This directive lays out the criteria for involuntary removal, which includes those who pose a threat to themselves or others. How do they plan to do this? By using the world's largest police and fire departments, working with mental health professionals to try and help those who may not be able to help themselves. The policy is raising eyebrows among advocates for the mentally ill.
Unfortunately, what the mayor's action does is play to the fear of people and the public and the desire to see those people either helped or out of sight.
Experts aren't just concerned about how people get to treatment, but what comes next.
At the end of the day, you can confine people as much as you want, but if you don't have a housing solution on the other side of it, you haven't done anything to solve homelessness.
California recently passed a law to enable loved ones to ask for involuntary removal of someone suffering mental illness, and Florida has had it on their books for decades.
There are also other places where even more ineffective systems are being put in place. So in Tennessee, it's now a felony to be homeless. In Miami, they were going to take all the homeless people and put them on the island. So there is this criminalization of homelessness that's kind of occurring, and it comes in different forms.
Mental health experts and civil liberty advocates are voicing their concerns over the involvement of police when responding to a mental health crisis.
The police don't even want to be the ones to respond here, and they shouldn't have to.
Rosenthal argues the mental health community is responding to the crisis through things like peer-led outreach teams. You're saying, look, we've started on a small scale. We've got these new ideas and new programs. We need some time, and we need to bring them to scale to see how we're doing.
That's right.
Both men say the problem needs investment, which comes with added benefits.
When you provide the housing and allow people to manage their issues of behavioral health or substance abuse while they're in a housing unit, it actually reduces the cost to society by reducing costs for emergency mental health, emergency hospitalization.
The mayor and the experts do agree. It's about getting people help.
They have a right to health care, housing, and treatment.
Advocates for the mentally ill say that all too often the most severe cases end up in the judicial system at courthouses like the one behind me. But they do say they're happy that Mayor Adams is taking urgent action on this issue. So far, though, no indication that the police department or fire department members have been given any specific guidance on how to conduct involuntary removals.